Today we are looking at some 7-inch vinyl from the powerviolence era. It was a subgenre of hardcore punk, late 80s, early 90s. The flame burnt bright, but burnt fast. It was very brutal music, and I had some 7-inches. It seems it's gaining in popularity I see on the internet. So I was going to go through them, look at the inserts, see if there was colored vinyl, maybe see if there's lyric sheets in them. Just open them up and check them out, see what they're about. If I miss anything, let me know in the comments below, and let's get to it. I'll do two at a time, non-stop action coming at you. And on the left, we have the Infest 7-inch, commonly known as the Mankind 7-inch. This is on Draw Blank Records, the 1500 press. I think this is the second one. The first one had a 500 press, and then the second one had a 1500. Like and subscribe if you guys like the content here. It helps out the channel. And maybe we'll look inside to see, oh, it has a little booklet, little lyric sheet, right? Maybe I'll open these up and we can see what they had inside them. Might be kind of interesting. And we'll check out the vinyl itself. This one's black vinyl, Draw Blank Records, and the Infest. This thing is incredible, man. This is maybe more like hardcore, but maybe the early stages of powerviolence, but more of a hardcore record. The Siege record, this is probably considered like the godfather of maybe powerviolence, and I think this is a bootleg, because that Siege record was hard to find. And this is the Dropdead 7-inch, and later on in the powerviolence, there was a Dropdead band, right? I don't know if it was named after this, from Rhode Island, but they would play in New York at ABC Radio all the time, Dropdead. Here we have No Comment and Infest. And No Comment had like 3 7-inches, I think, right? And I think they were one of the more underrated bands, especially the, was it the downsided 7-inch? Is just incredible. And a nice thick paper here. Nice thick paper that they printed these in. Like, these are well done. Was that a noise patch? I gotta clean off these records, right? Maybe they're a little dusty. And here's that Infest 7-inch. I don't know if this was a repress of a demo or what this was, but I thought the Mankind 7-inch was their first 7-inch. But maybe this was their first 7-inch, and it was, here's the lyrics on the back. Kind of simple, straightforward. I like their logo, right? The Infest logo is incredible. And the music is so, like, just tight. They're so tight and fast. I don't know if I should play some of the soundtracks here, right, if you get a copyright strike, but maybe we'll play some of it. Whoa.
That was legitness.
Here is the No Comment. I have I think they had like 3 or 4 7-inches, but on the right, that downside of 7-inch is like one of the most underrated 7-inches of all time. It's just incredible. And on the left, we have Common's, what, Senseless? It's cool when they have like, I see these for auctions sometimes on eBay or Discogs, but people really don't open them and check it out. They come like little flyers, little posters, little lyric sheets. It's kind of cool, right? All the effort that the bands used to put into the releases. And you always wanted stuff inside them, right? It was always like a little extra to have something inside there. And then this looks like it's black vinyl. This 7-inch here, downsided, this thing is incredible. This has got to be like one of the best 7-inches. Like, it's borderline hard. It's in the powerviolence genre, but it's really very hardcore. Like, just done so well, like hardcore punk. And a lot of the bands were ending some of the 7-inches with like a slower moshy track. I know Infest did that, and No Comment would do that. Like this one ends with Push Down and Turn, which is like a slow, crunchy instrumental. Cool little poster in here, right?
Nice fold out. They put the effort into it, put a little fold out in there. Little lyric sheet. Nice thick paper. And the paper gatefold was the sleeve for the record. Pretty cool.
Daddy, chill.
Stop it.
Oh, look at this. It's like clear. Translucent vinyl. Very cool.
Daddy, chill.
I mean, I played the hell out of this when I used to listen to it. That record, The Downside of No Comment, and the Infest Mankind were just like incredible. All right, these things were great when I got these. So much fun. This was Son of Blurg. I think this is Chris Dodge's label Slapaham. And it was a compilation with like 50 bands on it. This one had some great stuff on it, man. It had Extreme Noise Terror, Neanderthal, AC, Ass Suck, Hell Nation, which was like a sound pollution band, Born Again, Citizens Arrest. I don't know if Spaz was on here. That was Chris Dodge's band. AC. Everybody at the time who was putting out hardcore punk / power violence was kind of on this record. Neanderthal is on here, right? Man is the Bastard is on here. It's cool little gatefolds, right? Infest, I saw Go. The Go was on there, right? This is just a crazy, brutal record. Just taking the whole DRI, 20-second blast beat songs to an extreme. There's like 50 bands and 70 songs. And then it was so successful, they put out a number 2. I think there might have been a couple of them. Maybe they put out 3 or 4 of them. But I only had the first 2.
Don't be rude.
And then I started maybe getting out of the hardcore and... oh, look at that. Nice little colored vinyl to match the sleeve. Very cool. Same thing with the first one, right? It was blue to match the sleeve. And this is also Slapaham Records. And this had a bunch of great bands. Capital's Casualties is on here. It was like 50 bands and 70 songs. Squeezed on to the 7-inch. These things were a lot of fun, man. They were great.
You serious?
And let me see what the next two. I was trying to spread it out. Some of the records were missing. Then we have Neanderthal. That's just a great cover, right? It's crazy. And Capital's Casualties was another big band in the power violence. And they put out a bunch of 7. I think they had like 3 or 4 7-inches out. I didn't have every... Some of my 7-inches were missing. Over the years, I must have sold them on eBay. Because when eBay first came out, late 90s, early aughts, maybe I sold... Because I had that crossed out 7-inch, the first one. And they also had a Drop Dead crossed out split, a 5-inch. Instead of 7 inches, it was a 5-inch. It was amazing. It was really well done. And it was really hard to put on your player and play it. Get the needle on it. But I don't know what happened to that. I must have sold it. Because I remember I had those records, but now they're missing. So a couple of records are missing, so these aren't all the records I had. But I thought I'd just display some of the power violence records. Because on the internet, it's becoming very popular. And no one was showing the vinyl. I thought I would show off the vinyl that I had. Maybe start a conversation. Be kind of cool. Whoa. And Neanderthal and Man is the Bastard split, right? Oh, I'm sorry. This is Neanderthal and Warhschach. Warhschach was like a ABC No Rio band. They were like a house band, weren't they? I think Citizens Arrest and Warhschach were like house bands at ABC No Rio. I saw them a bunch of times, right? And they had their own record label, didn't they? Warhschach? Boom. That was a cool record. And then I had some Man is the Bastard coming up, right? Let me see what we got here. This is Capital's Casualties. Charred Remains is a split, right? So this is another split record. Charred Remains with Pink Turds in Space. All right. Margaret Thatcher in Space. Getting political already here. Cool little nice thick paper, man. And Charred Remains, I guess, was Man is the Bastard, right? Before they were. Maybe a precursor. A little thick insert here. The vinyl. Very cool, right? When I used to put posters and stuff in there, you used to look forward to getting the stuff. And then, oh, man. What a brutal poster, right?
Don't be rude.
I don't see the vinyl on this one. This was black vinyl? Yeah, it was black. And then we had another split. We had Capitals, Casualties, and Ulcer. It's like a split. I can't remember some of these records. If I'm missing anything, let me know in the comments below. But I just thought it would be kind of cool to go through some of the vinyl, to see the inserts and the kind of black vinyl. I gotta dust these off, right? These records? Kind of cool, right? Alright, where are those Man is the Bastard records? Because they were so distinct looking when you saw them. You could notice them for like a mile away. They had a cool... Here they are. Yeah, all right, here we go. They have a great design on them, right? And as I look at the design on it, like very primitive and basic and primal. Just like their music. They had a cool design. And this is Charred Remains, a.k.a. Man is the Bastard. You get a little insert in there. And this was black vinyl.
That was legitness.
And there's a split with Aunt Mary. So the other side was Aunt Mary. They got into noise later, didn't they? Man is the Bastard, the record just became noisy later. I love the design on this one here. This Man is the Bastard. Throne of Apprehension. The design is really cool with the skulls. Here's a lyric sheet from the Charred Remains Aunt Mary split. I'm sure you can listen to all these bands too if you want to just, you know, on YouTube, put it in. Someone's got it. I don't know. I didn't want to get a strike for playing music I didn't own. But I mean, I own these records, so it's kind of cool to go through them. Just like when I show comic books, I don't want to read a whole comic book. I might want to show a comic book and review. I don't want to show the whole... I feel like ripping them off. So I don't want to play the record. Maybe let somebody else do that if you want to check it out. And this is a split. Here we go. And they have more inserts here. Oh, cool, man. They got a bunch of little sleeve in here. Some cool artwork, right? Let's see the sleeve they got, a little poster. That's cool, right? They used to put so much effort into these records. A lot of it's like, it has that handmade feel to it. I don't know the pressing on most of these records. These records are probably like 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. But you're surprised how many people know these bands. And now it's getting a little popular on the internet. People are talking about power violence. It's a cool little poster, right? They put a lot of effort into that. I had some record I forgot to put in here. I had an Apartment 213 record. I think they were power violence also, right? Right, Man is the Bastard, they had a cool design, man. Right, whoever designed their stuff, the design is kind of cool. I think here they started getting noisy. It was just like very noise, feedback. The brutality continues. Man is the Bastard. Oh, they have a split coming up. They do a Crossed Out is another amazing record. Oh, it's yellow vinyl. Translucent yellow. Kind of cool. Kind of cool lyric sheet. Where you can contact them back in the day, right? You want to send them or you want to write to them. Their addresses on, they usually have like a P.O. box. You can send them stuff. Where you can request more records. This is the #1. Really, come on, man. Pal, this thing is a banger, man.
The only good human is a dead human.
So on the right, we have crossed out man's the bastard split. This thing is incredible. If you can get your hands on this, the crossed outside will blow your head off. I remember the first time getting this, and me and my friends just loving this. Oh, this is on Slap-A-Ham too. So Slap-A-Ham put this out also, and they have a Beneath the Planet of the Apes sound sample in the beginning to start it off. And the crossed outside is great. I had the crossed out 7-inch. I don't know what happened to it. I must have sold it. I couldn't find it. And I had a crossed out Dropdead 5-inch split. I can't find that either. But this thing is a banger. So I would say the 3 best records here are this split, the Infest 7-inch Mankind, and the crossed out Downsided are probably the 3 best if you want to listen to just top of the line power violence stuff. Here's Charles Bronson. They were a cool band. This is a cool little layout, right? They had a cool design. Charles Bronson. And I think they came a little bit later, right? But they were keeping the scene alive, keeping it going. All right, here's another. Oh, this Dropdead is great too. This is a great 7-inch on the left. This Dropdead. And Charles Bronson, a little and unanswered. Very, very handmade style, right? Very cool. Right, very DIY. Oh, a little record sleeve, little lyric sheet. Cool, man. Nice black vinyl. And Dropdead, I think, like I said, that Siege is like the godfather of power violence. And they had a 7-inch that I just showed in the beginning called Dropdead. I don't know if Dropdead is named after that. But they played all the time at ABC No Rio. We thought they were local. Like, they played New York so much. But they were like, Rhode Island? They were from Rhode Island. But they really had their stuff together, man. They were a tight band. But they were doing lots of crusty punk lyrics. It was animal rights, stuff like that. But I guess now they fall into the power violence category a little bit. Maybe they got 1 foot in the door on the power violence and 1 foot on the kind of the crusty punk genre. Oh man, get a little blurry in the poster. Oh, there we go. Cool little poster, a little fold out. They were like into like animal rights and vegetarianism and stuff. This poster's cool though, man. Like, they put a lot of effort into this, like high quality poster and inserts. Nice thick paper. Nice quality paper. Look at this. But these guys played all the time, man. Like at ABC No Rio in New York. To the point where they were like a house band, but they weren't even local. But it was like they were like a New York band. Oh, they were... Look at this. All the effort they put into that. I wish I had that 5-inch I showed you. That was so cool. The 5-inch. The crossed out split. But I don't know. I must have sold it. Some of the stuff I don't have. Because I guess I must have sold it over the years. You don't remember what happened to it. But I just wanted to go through some 7-inches, some vinyl. I thought it would be cool. Maybe let me know in the comments below if I missed anything. If there's anything else you want me to go through, I might go through some other vinyl in the future. But check out my other videos, and I will see you guys next time.
That was legitness.